Okay, y'all probably remember me from Rock Hard TV, or Hard Rock, real Rock Hard TV. That was it. Okay, reason why I did this way was with the changes that they've done on YouTube. It caused me to have to do it this way, regardless of my choice or not. So right now, this video is probably going to be on IsaacDavidBrigmond81. 81 was cause of when I was born. I was born in 1981. And my other one was Rock Hard TV. That's why you probably thought, oh, this dude looks familiar. Well, that was it. Anyway, I just do a lot of ranting and do a lot of, basically the emphasis of this is to do comedy, to do stuff like comedy, um, see what else. Not only comedy, but preaching, teaching, just a little bit of everything that comes out of my head. And I also do a show, which is it goes by different names, but if you look at Rock Hard TV, you'll see some of my shows that I do. And as of right now, here's another one of my shows. Well, the topic is about don't you just love certain things? And if you hear a noise in the background, it's uh, Yahoo Messenger going on. Anyway, here's what I don't get. I've noticed that there'll be times in history when you'll be talking to people and they'll say things like, okay, like you're a guy and you meet a woman online and they say things like, okay, I want to meet you. So you say, sure, okay, we'll meet. You meet that person and they act like you might meet them again and you won't hear no more from them after that one night. And it makes you wonder, what did I do wrong? Well, I don't know what happened. But learn. It goes both ways, especially for you women too. You'll meet a guy one day, and the next time you turn around, you find out he says, "Okay, we'll meet again sometime, or we'll meet again later on, or whatever." And the next thing you know, you never see him again, and that hurts my feelings. And another thing, people quit making fun of media folks. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean you can't make fun of them at all. I just meant make sure that you get on to the ones that deserve it the most. There are some guys out there, yes, I'll agree, said some things in history they shouldn't have said, and it hurt my feelings too, but I didn't condone them. I didn't say they were right or wrong. I just said, watch it with these comments. Okay, maybe some people made rude comments about stuff they shouldn't. I'll admit. And you're probably thinking, get to the point. Well, that is the point. The point is don't be trying to put folks down that you don't know nothing about. I have said in my past, in my future probably, well, I know my past, but my future probably, that I disagree or agreed with the way things were going. I mean, I know you think, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Big deal is, I've listened to some of these guys on the radio. I've watched some of these guys on TV. And you know what? I still stand by some of them, even after some of the comments some of them made, because I knew that that wasn't their whole entire life. They probably was in a fit of silliness and said things they probably regret for saying now. And I admit to it. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. If you live in a state that allows you to do such, do yourself a favor. If you want to know how to earn good bucks, all you got to do is find something that you can sell and go to your local flea market or farmer's market, rent a table or tables, set your table up, put your stuff you want to sell on it, price it reasonable. But My point is, wherever you buy your goods at, you have to find out what the price is for those goods and make sure that you price your goods when you resell them at a price where you know not only do you get your money back from the buying of the product, but you also get extra. Take that extra, put it in the bank immediately. If you don't have anything in the bank, then go to your local bank or any bank that you feel is secure. Open an account in that bank and keep building on that money. That may not make you a lot of money right away. It may not over some period of time. But if you keep saving your money, sooner or later it'll accumulate. And you got to understand, with guys, it's knives and some jewelry now. Some guys like gold chains, gold rings, stylish, can't talk straight, stylish, okay, I got it, stylish watches. And even if he don't buy himself jewelry, while he's buying himself a knife, he's buying his woman some jewelry if you have both knives and jewelry. If you're doing, honestly, something good for the world, then the good Lord's going to take care of you, and he's not going to see you in trouble with anybody about nothing. And people, if you've got a dumb idea to sell dope in this world, let me say it this way before I get my tongue tied going on now. I strongly recommend you think twice before trying to sell drugs. Too many people are now in jail over that mess. Now, for you people out there who want to know what I call myself, as in, everybody's got a name they call themselves, and it's not a name. It's more like, I call myself this because I act like this thing. Like a name that you give yourself based on your attitude. Okay. Because I'm from the South, and because I'm multicultural, which means I like all cultures, and because I am the way I am, I call myself a Dixieland cowboy. Now, you might think, what is a Dixieland cowboy? It is a Southern guy who can be a cowboy, who can be a rocker, who can be a rapper, who can dress like a cowboy, who can dress like a rocker, who can dress like a rapper, who is basically of any color, any age, any sex. But now, if you're a woman, you'd have to say a Dixieland cowgirl. And we don't look too bad at whatever size we are, big, small, whatever. But we don't brag about it, because if we did, then we'd be conceited, and we don't want to be conceited. We like rap music, rock music, country music, gospel music, classical music, jazz, pop, R&B, hip-hop, let's see, what else? Just about any kind of music there is. And we also understand that there are music out there that is in foreign languages, but a lot of times we listen to foreign language music because it's not because of the words, but more the sounds. Of course, sometimes those foreign languages, even if you don't know what in the world they're saying, sound cool, because there's a guy be like, you'd be like, what did he say? And the whole time it's like, frick it. We don't know what he said, so we might as well just go ahead and listen anyway. I've heard of music from different countries, and I said to myself, why do I think this is cool? Then it dawned on me, I didn't know what he was saying, but I liked the way the music sounded. Well, sounds. Well, okay, that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Nope. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think, now, I know I jump around on subjects, and you have to keep up with me, because sometimes I don't label my subjects when I jump around from one thing to another. And bear with me. Now, why do you think that our president right now. No, right now is getting criticized. Oh, let me see. Maybe because he said that when he was in office, he was going to immediately take the troops and bring them home, the American troops. And where are we at now? Oh, we still got the troops over there in other countries. Oh my goodness. And how about this? Have an office that you invented and then left it vacant for some time. And then decide all of a sudden, oh, now we put someone in that office. Okay, look, don't think I'm picking on the current president. I'm picking on any president that ever thought they were cool when they were not. Come on, guys. We know as well as anybody else. He knows as well as any other guy. We're not supposed to be perfect. We're not supposed to be perfect. I admit. But I see it like this. We at least need to be in a position where we know when we become president, we know what we're doing. If we're not going to know what we're doing, why be president and why be vice president? Yeah. But I mean, and then you know what, guys? I'm not saying I'm not guilty of something, but let me put it to you like this. Do you want a man to go into office saying, and you know who I'm talking about, you ain't got to name names, I can tell you what they said and done, and you could automatically point fingers and say, he's talking about so-and-so, and you'd probably be right. How are you going to sit there, criticize a man's infidelities when you got some of your own, saying, okay, you're going to get married, and then you're going to cheat on your wife, and then you're going to turn around and divorce your wife and marry the woman you cheated on her with, and then turn around and then criticize another person's infidelities when you had your own the whole time, and you're trying to run for president. What in the world? And you know what? Who? And if you know somebody's done it yet, you tell me about it in a comment. Who in the world has yet found any dirt on Ron Paul? I'm going to say his name. Because this time it deserves it. The other people, you got to guess who they are. This time I'm going straight and saying their names. Who's found any dirt on him? You know what? You know what Ron Paul is? And I'm not making fun of you, man. This is a compliment. Now, if you're seeing this, don't take me wrong. Say thank you for it because it's a compliment. When it comes to the American presidential election, Ron Paul, you're the Mr. Rogers of it. Come on. Who wants to live in Ron Paul's neighborhood? Who wants to be Ron Paul's neighbor? Who wants to be Ron Paul's neighbor? But think about it, man. I mean, I was a little silly with that remark, but think about it. He's like Mr. Rogers in the election. Because he's never had any dirt on him so far. We've heard comments about him that make him look like, whoa. He's took how many baths now since he's come out? Yeah, look like the man that runs around clean as a whistle because of the fact that we've never heard anything about. And he started out that way. Come into this world getting nice comments about him and probably gonna leave this world that way. Isn't that funny? It's very funny. You think about it. We know in this day and age that we live in a society where we pretty much want to talk about anything and everything. We want to say, well, Mr. Paul has said some very nice comments. So, I said some very nice comments, and yet, you know, I have also said my share of rude comments too. Can you smell what the IDB81 is cooking. Because I am cooking some things up. Like good comments, bad comments. Good comments, sugar and spice and everything nice. Bad comments, I wouldn't miss me. Yes, I'm evil. Well, not really evil. I'm just saying that I can pretty much